So you are aware of everybody who is and isn't botting. I did want to talk about, but maybe we could speak on this more in the future.
No, obviously, yeah, Kick like has the ability, like that's how KPP works, right? KPP pays out on legitimate viewership, right? Obviously, the platform kind of knows, but again, we don't know who's botting Q, right? Like at the end of the day, like, you know, somebody else could be botting someone else. Like there is a lot of that going on, right? But you know, it's a tough one. But yeah, we definitely know when people aren't botting, that's for sure.
But genuinely though,
Yeah,
it tells
right. Yeah, bro, yeah. You know when the motherfucker is biting, bro, and you know when they're not biting. Bro, come on now. So you have all the metrics, you have all the tools to know when someone isn't biting, but you don't have. So how can you differentiate? How the fuck do you differentiate, bro? He just don't want to call the top dogs out. All right, man, we reacting to this video. Title reads, live stream view botting is completely out of control. And this video is by Atozy. I think that's how you say his name, bro. I've definitely heard issues with the view botting stuff when it comes down to live streaming or live streamers. I really haven't heard a lot of news about YouTube live streamers, but definitely Kick and Twitch got some real major view botting problems, bro.
Kick has a massive botting problem. Even the CEO himself admits that most of the Kick partner program is botting, which is a crazy statement to make as the CEO.
If we banned every single person who view botted from the KPP program, the reality is there wouldn't be many people left.
So, I mean, you know, when the CEO is shamelessly admitting it, you know it's bad.
Wow.
But this has been a topic of conversation for years now. Like, people have been calling Trainwreck the boy who cried view botters since at least 2023.
Trainwreck was right. He was telling us and we didn't listen. All the streamers are view botting and nobody listened to him. Everyone was like, he's schizo, he's crazy. He was right.
But now it finally seems like he's being vindicated on both sides of the coin, with the issue reaching further than just live viewers. It's now infecting Clippers as well.
Don't Clippers just bot their clips to get fake view numbers to make more money?
But we got botting problems everywhere, man. Like that's the thing. Like botting problems are not mutually exclusive to Kick. It's not mutually exclusive to live streaming. Like botting is everywhere.
Yeah,
that's the reality.
I would definitely say. So I go back on my word, bro. It ain't just on. It's not just on Kick or Twitch. Like view botting is everywhere. But when it comes down to the live streaming, I think that the live streaming is really prevalent on Twitch and Kick because, like, I think you only can live stream on the app. So they don't have like VODs and shit like that. But yeah, bro, the view button is everywhere, bro. People buy views, they buy subscribers, they buy likes and shit like that, bro. I had somebody that I actually know, bro. He was buying views and shit. He was trying to give me the bad view. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna buy no views, but he do like music content. But I'm like, bro, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not buying no views. I'm not buying likes. I'm not buying subscribers. I feel like that shit put a expectation on people, bro, because they see other people just like really like having thousands and thousands of people in their fucking streams, and so now they come to your stream and be like, hey, you ain't got 1,000 people, but I got fucking 5, bro. I got 10, I got 20. You know what I'm saying? That shit count for something. That's a lot of people. So I have always been humble in this space of YouTube. Ever since I started YouTube, bro, I've been humble. I have not tried to view bot. I have not tried to buy no subscribers, buy no support at all, bro. Like, if you see my shit booming, bro, or you see what I got, bro, I got what I got.
It has been a hot button issue on streaming sites for years now, even if viewers haven't always been buying it, nor are streamers really fessing up to it.
All the stuff that I'm learning, that I'm seeing, it's beginning to make sense low key, right? If I'm sitting at 30 to 35 and all my social medias and everything like matches up with that, my chatters, the activations, you know, merch sales, this and that, right? The numbers match up to that, but everyone else, you know, it doesn't, then I'm beginning to understand the petty drama, because they're telling themselves, I'm not a 35K viewer streamer. You know, I'm probably doing this weird shit. I'm really a 20K. This is a 35. I hate him. And that's how the petty shit starts.
The devs that I work with, right, they've calculated some of these view bots that we encounter have to cost between 10 to 20,000 a week. Like, we're talking like fully automated. IPs are completely spread, right?
When it comes to the topic of view botting, it's starting to become a problem everywhere, and it feels kind of safe to say that no one is actually planning on doing anything about it. If anything, streamers seem to not really care if they get caught these days.
Bro, I'll just say this, guys. I don't give a bro. If you think view bot, guys, everybody's inflated. Like I openly admit it. I don't give every single person. I would say 90% of streamers inflate, guys. Okay, we're not whatever, dude.
Like, that's crazy.
So Aiden is view Biden. Even though it's not shocking, bro. It's not shocking. Because he is a top streamer. But damn, bro. Like, he's actually admitted it. He's actually admitted it. Like, if Speed is view Biden, Castanet is view Biden, like Duke Dennis, you know, like DDG, it wouldn't shock me, bro. It would not shock me if they view Biden. But what is shocking is that you go on record and admit it. And then nothing happens. Nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, if you can't set an example with the top streamers because you're so scared that you're going to lose money, with speaking to the CEOs, then you might as well just let everybody do it. Let everybody do it, bro. This shit is all fake now. It's all fake. Nobody really grinding for real.
But what happens when the people who start paying creators based off of their viewership start to become wise enough to acknowledge this scheme? And how can anyone be sure that it's not the streamer viewbotting themselves or someone else paying to make them look like they're view?
I always thought about that too, though. Like I watched Speed stream. Bro, when he was in Nigeria. And his stream, bro, he never stopped getting subscribers. He never stopped getting subscribers. And I'm like, bro, I ain't hating, bro, but at the same time, ain't no fucking way that all of these are real people. Bro, he got like 20K subscribers in like 10 minutes. I'm like, ain't no fucking way these are real people. Ain't no way these are real people. If he getting subscribers like that, bro, he gonna help every human on the fucking planet. 8 billion people gonna be able to subscribe to him by the end of the fucking year, bro. I can't see it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, bro. Like, what if somebody's actually buying the bots? Because, like, you can buy them and get them filtered in. Don't ask me how I know. I ain't buy no subscribers, no views, and no shit like that. But you can buy them and get them filtered in. But I was thinking, like, what if somebody's buying his subscribers? I was thinking that shit when I was watching the stream.
Viewbotting. I mean, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, was it the streamer's fault? Like, honestly, it's kind of hard to definitively know who to place the blame on here. Because today, essentially, I just want to look into the accusations, old and new, and figure out if live streaming really does have a viewbotting problem. Because it kind of seems like it does. Because as I stated earlier, even the Kick CEO seems to think so.
We know that in live streaming, there is a lot of viewbotting. That's the reality. If we banned every single person who viewbotted from the KPP program, the reality is there wouldn't be many people left. That's the reality. It's the harsh reality. It's not just a problem isolated to Kick. It's a problem with all social media.
Now, the clip that probably made the most headlines and prompted me to look into this, of course, is the clip of the CEO from Kick, Eddie, admitting that most of the Kick partner program view bots live on their Kick channel. And this happened during an episode of Kick Talk, which is a podcast hosted by Ed Craven, or Eddie, and the head of Kick Studios, who's Andrew Santamaria. And in these podcasts, they often feature controversial streamers like Ice Poseidon, Action Man, and Fuzi, and the episodes usually just consist of them bringing up the same talking points about the future of streaming. And I wonder if they were anticipating the future was being filled with botted chatters and falsely inflated viewer counts. Well, I guess for all but one lone angel, who they praised on the same episode as one of the few people out there who doesn't touch viewbots at all. And apparently, that's Sneako.
We were talking about bots before. I think just a big shout out to Sneako. I think Sneako is one of the few people out there doesn't touch any bots at all. I said this the other day, right, Sneako? I was like, I won't ever say someone is using viewbots, but I will say when someone isn't using viewbots. Like, Sneako is not. He's legit.
Well, there you go. Just throw everybody under the fucking bus. You talking about you ain't gonna say who using viewbots and who's not using. Well, who's using viewbots, but you'll say who's not using viewbots. Like, bro, to single Sneako out over the top streamers over there on Twitch, bro. Yeah, bro, you said a lot. You said a lot.
Like, you haven't fallen to the temptation of, increasing your metrics, and I respect that, man. I really do.
And now I'm not saying that Sneako's the only big creator who doesn't viewbot, but he might be one of the only big creators who aren't viewbotting on Kick. Because I promise you, there are tons of other creators who are not viewbotting whatsoever. They're just not streaming on Kick. For example, I would bet like 10 grand that Moist Critical does not viewbot. But obviously, creators like him don't stream on Kick, so he's kind of irrelevant to this conversation that we're currently talking about. But prior to bringing up Sneako on the podcast, they were discussing how the current current landscape is and how they combat view botters. And this is where Eddie makes this bold statement of, if we banned every single person from botting in the KPP program, the reality is there wouldn't be many people left, which is crazy. And which also goes to show that Kick seems to be this like den of thieves for some reason. There is no honor amongst Kick streamers for some reason. Unfortunately for Kick, it just has a reputation of absolute degeneracy. So degenerates just congregate on Kick.com. And they also briefly touch on the Kick clipping program, which pays clippers based on views and how people are apparently view botting those as well.
So here's another question, like to follow up on the clipping stuff. Don't clippers just bot their clips to get fake view numbers?
But yeah, I think there's definitely botting problems on, like I said before, right? We were talking about this before, but botting is on every platform.
I guess there's an arbitrage.
I mean, to be fair, bro, like TikTok don't have I don't think TikTok have a botting problem. TikTok just wants you to pay for your views, bro, and your subscribers, and not subscribers, but your followers and shit like that. So that's kind of the same thing. So there's a botting problem on TikTok, but TikTok is causing it. They fucking causing the issue, bro. Like, bro, you gotta pay to get monetized now. Basically, they want you to pay to make money. So I think that app right there, bro, it has a major issue. It's fueling the issue. It's fueling the issue. Because we all know that content creators and live streamers, content creators, that we use TikTok right along to boost our following on other platforms. Yeah, TikTok is an issue. It's a major issue. It's really, bro, it's influencing this issue.
There, so they're getting paid more per view than what they have to pay a view botter to view bot them. So again, a whole den of thieves. So I guess it's just fake viewers to wring out every last dollar from the site all the way down. And again, not a great look. It's sort of confirmation of everything people have ever been alleging for years, coming straight from the horse's mouth. And even though, I mean, Trainwrecks, heavily was involved in the promotion and launch of Kick as well. I mean, his Wikipedia even lists him as a part owner of Kick. So one would think that he would have, enough insider information to be able to accurately call this out.
One of the biggest things I was confused about when I was doing my streams, I'm wondering, like, why the are like streamers that are bigger than me or my size, like, so worried about me, right? And we're not talking about the, justified worrying about, this and that, what content he's doing. We're talking about just like the petty bull. And all the stuff that I'm learning, that I'm seeing, it's beginning to make sense low key.
Well, now after numerous botting scandals, multiple large streamers making their own speculations, and Eddie coming right out and saying people are starting to realize that they have been a little bit too quick to dismiss these claims.
Trainwrecks was right. He was telling us and we didn't listen. He's been saying this for years. All the streamers are view botting and nobody listened to him. Everyone was like, he's schizo, he's crazy. He was right. Everyone is view botting. I mean, like, I knew it was an issue. I knew some people bought it, right? I knew there were botting services. And I thought maybe like 20% of streamers bought, maybe 10%, but no.
But there is an important note to make when it comes to view botting, because it can be the creator themselves paying to boost their own numbers and push them, higher up in the directory, because at least before on both Kick and Twitch, the way to be discovered is to have a high view count, because then you kind of get front paged. Now they're starting to do some sort of recommendation system, but historically, the more views you have, the easier it is to get recognized or to be discovered by a new viewer. People also have this like default bias where if they see that this streamer has like 20,000 viewers, they're like, oh, 20,000 people are enjoying this. Let me check out this.
And that is the issue, bro. That's why this shit is watered down now. It's the new generation, bro. It's the Gen, what are they, Gen X? That generation, bro, they can't think for themselves, bro. So they look at the numbers. They always looking at the fucking numbers. Oh, you ain't got speed number. You ain't got this person number. You ain't got that person number. Like, I don't want to look at your shit. This shit trash. No, it don't mean it's trash, bro. It don't mean it's trash. And the same people gonna be in your dick when you start popping off. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had people come on my channel, bro, where I'm streaming live. Somebody told me I wasn't a content creator before. They told me I wasn't a content creator because I'm not getting paid. But it's pretty funny though, seeing that I have like over fucking 500 videos of content that I created. So how the fuck I'm not a content creator? Like, so I just started, bro. I just started, bro. I've been streaming and posting videos for probably a little bit over a year. But yeah, you have those type of people, bro. That's in this world, and a lot of them are kids. They're children. They don't understand what the fuck they're saying. They don't understand their followers. But that's a scary thing. This is a scary reality, bro. This is a scary reality. So, along with the content creators, and also the brainwashed, this shit is killing content. It's killing streamers for sure. For sure.
That's unfortunately how the industry is. So while there's a lot of things that incentivize people to viewbot, there's always that possibility that someone else is viewbotting them in hopes of getting them either flagged or banned, or at the very least disliked by their own community and the general public. Because if your fans think that you're viewbotting and you can't really prove that you're not, it just kind of comes down to trust, which, you know, is hard to build in the generation of generative AI and performative morality.
So you are aware of everybody who is and isn't botting. I did want to talk about, but maybe we could speak on this more in the future.
No, obviously, yeah, Kick like has the ability, like that's how KPP works, right? KPP pays out on legitimate viewership, right? Obviously, the platform kind of knows, but again, we don't know who's botting Q, right? Like at the end of the day, like, you know, somebody else could be botting someone else. Like there is a lot of that going on, right? But you know, it's a tough one. But yeah, we definitely know when people aren't botting, that's for sure.
But genuinely though,
yeah, right. Yeah, bro, yeah. You know when the motherfucker is Biden, bro, and you know when they're not Biden. Bro, come on now. So you have all the metrics, you have all the tools to know when someone isn't Biden, but you don't have. So how can you differentiate? How the fuck do you differentiate, bro? He just don't want to call the top dogs out, because that's how he's making his money.
Sign of someone viewbotting is their chat not lining up with the sheer volume of people that are supposed to be watching. See, you know, most bots watch, but if you have thousands of viewers and the chat is kind of standing still, it sort of becomes obvious that they aren't real people. But that's when you have more advanced botting services that also spam out the chat, so you have chatting bots as well. So again, people who bot unfortunately find workarounds, and that's why it's so hard to catch. It's a big cat and mouse problem. But in July of 2025, Twitch published a statement announcing that it was rolling out changes that meaningfully improved their ability to identify viewbots, inauthentic viewership, and other potentially fake engagement. Dan Clancy, the Twitch CEO, also made his own statement clarifying the company was taking its time in enforcing these updates to avoid inadvertently filtering out real users. And of course, this had people watching the viewer data like hawks in the following weeks and months, hoping to see changes that confirm their suspicions. And without fail, stream stats site like Twitch Tracker showed that viewership across the entire platform started seeing a downtrend, with hundreds of thousands of live viewers going missing since August 21st. And similarly, a Twitch account called Viewermetrics started posting screenshots from their bot detector tool, causing some of the biggest streamers on the platforms like XQC and SodaPoppin to start reacting to them.
6,000 chat-connected bots with 5,000 view components entered a steady rate in the first hour. 640 chat-connected bots detected. They were all shut down 10 minutes before the stream ended. I mean, like, Seer even. Playboy Max, who the f*** that is. DDG, whoever the f***, Emaru.
He disrespect. Come on, bro. You know who Playboy Max is. This is crazy. To try to act like you don't know who the fuck these people are. There's just another level of ignorance.
Neon. It's actually not a big deal. But the other ones you can see like 6,000.
Wait, is that like the bot police? Hold on. Did they have like a better way now to detect view bots?
Chat-connected bots with 5,000 view components and
6,000 chat. What is he looking at?
And the names and stats that kept coming out were shocking to say the least. Not because of these shining examples, but because a lot of them are top streamers, with some of the worst offenders allegedly being Neon, Plaqueboy Max, Emaru, and DDG. And people even pointed out the irony in the Mizkif getting angry at Emaru's viewer count being higher during that whole saga, because if they were allegedly both botting, why are you crying? Just buy more bots than her. Like, if you're allegedly playing dirty, why not just up those numbers? Yeah. That's a joke, by the way. I dislike people who bot because it just ruins it for everyone trying to play fair. But this viewer...
I mean, honestly, bro, you ain't saying nothing wrong. Why complain about somebody cheating when you cheating too? Just up your cheating, bro. Up your game.
Metrics Twitter was posting as recently as December, so you have nearly half a year of exposing streamers for botting, and it appears like there's no signs of streamers slowing down on the view botting. Like, come on, is this not embarrassing, guys? But again, as I said, you can't really prove anyone is botting unless they admit to it or accidentally tab out and you see some like view botting tool or website, like many streamers have unfortunately done. And then you have that other issue of anytime someone figures out how to detect bots, they find some sort of workaround, and the bots continue to get smarter, and it becomes harder and harder to discern whose community is real and whose is fake.
And my devs, or not my devs, but the devs that I work with, right? They've calculated some of these view bots that we encounter have to cost between 10 to 20,000 a week. Like, we're talking like fully automated IPs are completely spread, right? Like the most basic view bot, every IP is going to show up from one country if you catch my drift, right? I'm sure you can guess which country, right? But there are some complex view bots now that ping IPs, like one IP per goddamn city around the world. None of them overlap. Do you understand? There's one way we can catch them now, but I'm not going to say that way because I'm sure the view botting technology is going to learn and adapt from that. But that's the problem. You understand? People, like, I'm telling you, clout is a hell of a drug.
Like, for instance, someone who is getting a lot of view botting accusations thrown his way is currently the Burnt Peanut. And he's a streamer who's recently...
Oh, shit. Yikes. The Burnt Peanut, he did blow up fast as fuck, though. And honestly, bro, I can see him having bots, but it doesn't mean that he bought the bots himself. Because people really ride with dude, bro. Like, he got a lot of people on his side. You saw that shit with the whole little war and shit they had in Arc Raiders. A lot of people was vouching for him. A lot of people was taking his side, was on his team. You know what I'm saying? The bunkerators or whatever you call them. Like, so, if they're going to ride for you that hard, bro, a lot of people will buy bots for you, bro. Because they want to see you succeed. But it's not a good thing, though. It's not a good thing. But what can you do if you ain't do it? What can you do if you didn't buy the bots? And I'm not saying he didn't buy the bots, but I'm saying this is a big possibility that he didn't buy the bots. And if he's buying, somebody probably bought the bots for him.
Blown up due to the short form content repeatedly going viral.
Rock, paper, scissors.
So are you playing off your Xbox Connect mic?
Yes.
Xbox, turn off. Worth it.
And I mean, it's easy to see why. The combination of the ridiculous filter with his almost obnoxious persona is quite funny. And him being a mostly expressionless peanut makes him yelling and acting like a general troll in game.
Hey, shout out to the Burnt Peanut, bro. He definitely entertaining, though. He's definitely entertaining. So, like, if he getting his numbers, I didn't just like relate him to like Biden, though. I didn't relate him to Biden. But he did blow up pretty fast. But he been doing this shit for a while, though. Let's be honest.
Games more, I guess, endearing rather than infuriating. And look, he isn't really doing anything actually that bad. It's just, you know, genuinely normal in-game griefing. But with the wrong persona, his shtick could easily rub people the wrong way. And with the view-botting whispers starting to circle him, it seems like it sort of is now.
By the way, for those of you guys who don't know, it was just a tweet on Twitter. It blew up today. Let me tell you, you know what? Dude, I was sleeping when that Twitter thing blew up. We didn't even do nothing this time. He went viral on Twitter in our sleep. That's called motion.
Because as much as he denies them, now that people have started to find a reason to dislike him, they're starting to pick apart everything he does. Because unfortunately, that's just kind of how the internet works.
You guys mind if I be a little unhumble for a second? I don't like being unhumble. I just like hanging out with you boys and gaming, but I kind of got to. Just for like a second, guys. I call view botting the loser's topic. That's what I call it. You have too many viewers, not enough likes, you're view botting. You have too many viewers, you have too many likes, you're like botting. You have too many viewers, you don't have enough subscribers, you're view botting. You have too many viewers, too many subscribers, you're subscribe botting. You have too many viewers on Twitch, you don't have as much viewers on Kick, you're view botting on Twitch. If you have too many viewers on YouTube, but you don't have as many viewers on Twitch, you're view botting on YouTube. You can spin it any way you can. At the base of the argument, it's cope. There's no way to prove anyone is view botting or if they're not.
But I mean, looking at his stats, they seem to be organic, especially when you look at him compared to some of his peers. Not to mention, people also forget the power of short form content. Like, you can take one viral TikTok or YouTube shorts, and that can change your entire life. And that's not even exaggerating.
Facts.
Look at the Haktu girl. She kind of fumbled that, but see, if you capitalize on it, it can go pretty well for you. Just don't scam your fans. So as far as the guilty streamers go, the Burnt Peanut seems very low on my list in regards to view botting. But naturally, the list of the accused continues to grow, but there's only a few people that have actually been caught red-handed or live. People like Convy and Heel Mike, and the former showing a little receipt of 1,000 Twitch viewers and then being forced to admit it live, and then the latter going from 16,000 to 2,000 live viewers. See, that's just so blatant and crazy. But then you have this clip of XQC watching Stable Ronaldo lose thousands of viewers live and call him out for his chatter rate being suspiciously low.
Wait, what the f- is this a glitch? Why does it say XQC has more viewers than me? What is he, cheating the system? What is this? Did bro get insecure? He starts taking away my viewers. Oh, this is weird.
I have 90% chatter rate.
Oh, he hired someone at Twitch
Your
to take away
chatter
my... Okay.
rate is like 30%. And you fluctuate 6K every time an ad runs.
I just ran an ad. That's how I make my...
Oh, you can hear me. I forgot. My bad. Sorry. I know I'm typing it. Yo, run.
Yo, Q, instead of calling out a streamer like me, why don't you call out the real streamers? Why don't you say names, bro?
But again, that's not really concrete proof aside from Convy, but pretty interesting that XQC makes it seem like he knows. And I think they do, because you have Train, XQC, and now Aiden Ross, all of them saying the same thing. Everyone viewbots. But when Ice Poseidon accused Aiden of viewbotting, what did he do? Well, apparently agreed with him.
It's Ice, bro. I'll just say this, guys. I don't give a bro. There's nothing to say, bro. If he thinks he viewbot, he thinks I'm viewbot, guys. Everybody's inflated. Like I openly admit it. I don't give. I would say 90% of streamers inflate, guys.
So I guess this is because 90% of streamers are doing it, then you can't be mad at him for also doing it. Like, honestly, that's just a horrible excuse by any measure. And disheartening when you see nothing happening to these top streamers who continuously get called out and even caught for doing these things, but nothing really happens to them. So what happens when a good chunk of the viewership on streaming sites isn't even real? Well, I mean, it could easily be considered fraud because sponsors often base how much they're willing to pay based on viewership. But when these advertisers are suddenly seeing more sales, at least in percentage wise, from the smaller creators than the top guys, I mean, even them can tell something's wrong. And I guess, why would Twitch and Kick go out of their way to deter big sponsorships when they could just simply turn a blind eye to the problem? I don't know. I feel like it's only a matter of time before the system implodes on itself, because companies will suddenly stop sponsoring streamers as much.
Yeah,
and
facts.
the people that'll really affect are the people who are playing fair, which most regularly are the smaller streamers. So massive kudos to all the small streamers who are actually playing fair and are growing organically. Because I mean, at this point, it feels like it's like every day a new streamer comes out and either accuses someone of viewbotting or just outright admits to it themselves. Because it seems like it doesn't even matter anymore, which is crazy and just sad, honestly. It's so disheartening. But hey, it'll definitely be interesting to see what the eventual fallout of all this is. I find it hard to believe that sponsors are watching these clips of Eddie and Aiden shamelessly stating that most of their best and brightest are actually lying about their reach. But what can these streaming sites do to combat this without also banning people who aren't guilty? Maybe start with the people who are outright admitting to viewbotting.
It's not gonna change. All it's gonna do is make me go, oh, Rage is like Kai Cenat. He got 80,000 people in this shit. Gonna go, yo, he viewbotting. So what? It's legal. Remember, whatever's legal, you should do. What these think, bro?
But who knows? Maybe Kick is punishing.
This nigga crazy as hell. Was it whatever is legal you should do? No, just because something legal don't mean it's moral. And that's the crazy. See, that's what I don't like about Ray J, bro, and those type of people. Those type of people, they got shits for brains, bro. Like real talk. Like you got mush brains. Like, just because something legal don't make it moral, bro. That's like Corey Holcomb said that he messed with an underage girl, bro, because it was legal in Iceland. Like, no, bro. Fuck no.
Aiden, because that's what he claims to think.
Yo, Kick is playing with me, bro. Chat, we are stuck at 8. We're stuck, bro. I think we're cooked, dude. It's time. Let's just leave. Let's go. Let's go back to purple.
So apparently he's claiming that Kick is capping his viewership. So essentially saying they're reverse viewbotting him and he's switching back over to Twitch. But I mean, it's not like everyone over there is also inflated as well. Who knows? But this is also coming after Aiden says that Kick is now strapped for cash and is really in some hot water with all the lawsuits going on. One of the most notable ones being the situation going on in France, where a Kick streamer passed away while doing this 24/7 stream. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what comes of this. Either way, Kick says that they pay people based on real viewership. And if the rumors that they're strapped for cash are true, they definitely need to stop paying for dishonest streamers who are botting their numbers. So overall, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Hey, man, that's in this video, bro. What I feel like, bro, you need to get what you get, bro. You get what you get. So, like, if you want to really, like, do this shit for real, bro, just grind this shit out.
come closer. Hip hop supernova is back. Keep your composure. Yeah, all hail the chosen. You niggas place holding. I soar in, so important like Air to Jordans. Just culture, 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 culture.